folks, Professor Gonzalez here. I'm just going to take you quickly through how to set up your Blackboard Collaborate Ultra. So usually you can find the link here under Resources and Help, and you can move that to wherever you like. I usually put it underneath my Office Hours tab, but again, wherever it makes sense for you. You just plop that down there. Now for most of us, it will look there will be this little box to let you know that that it's not visible to students. So then you're going to come here, show the link. I also usually rename the link so that it's clear that it's the online classroom. And then you click on it. If you try to make changes to it while you're in it, while this screen is open, it won't work. So that's why I clicked on another link. So here's the room. It says unlocked because you have to open it. Here you are, you're unlocking it. This is the telephone number for folks to dial in. Just to note, some students, if they have connectivity issues at home or simply prefer that option to dial in, they won't be able to see the lecture, they'll be able to hear it, and you can kind of set up what the expectations are there. I usually ask students to still follow along either through printed slides, because they're usually posted in advance, or on their computer, but dialing in on the phone if that's their preference. Okay, so and just a note, you would have to figure out your attendance. Usually I ask students before they hang up to make sure that they check in with me so that I know that that's who they are. Okay, so you open up the room. It's going to ask you for permission to your camera. That's one box here that you can't see. It doesn't allow you to see it in this recording option, but it's just going to ask you for permission for your camera and your mic. You hit allow and allow, and this is what the room looks like. So this is what the room looks like to anyone, student or moderator. You have this panel. You have to activate your audio and your camera in order for the students to hear and see you. One of the things that's really important when you're setting up the expectations with students is to just let them know that the courtesy for these types of the features is to mute your mic unless you're raising your hand to speak. And when students raise their hands, it will show you here in the attendees. So all of your students who are logged in start to pop up all the way down, and then a little purple replica of this icon will appear here, and you can actually click on them, and the student will be alerted that you're calling on them. For ease of the lecture, I just say their names, and they know to just kind of pop in with their response when I call on them that way. What else? So here, one of the other things that I like to do is I'll screenshot all of your attendees are going to pop in, and I have in this class 28 students, so I'll have to scroll down, and so I just take 2 screenshots at the beginning of the lecture and at the end, and that way I'm able to do my attendance later and I don't spend precious time on it. This is the arrow for sharing your content. So some folks want to share their entire screen. It's really up to you. Or they just want to share their PowerPoint. I tend to share my entire screen because if you have videos or other materials embedded in your PowerPoint, sometimes it'll get a little wonky. So I share my entire screen, and you can just make sure that your notifications are shut off so that students aren't seeing emails coming through while you're projecting your screen. But there's a lot of cool features here. You can do a whiteboard, you can mirror a whiteboard, you can have students do small groups or dyads. You can actually share files. So if there's an assignment that you want to go over together, you can share it here and every student receives it and can download it in real time. So those are all really nice features. Over here, there's another option really quickly where you can start recording just in case students weren't able to get on and you want to make sure that they can still see it later. There has been some trouble with very large presentations, but again, you can kind of explore. And another thing is that students can actually stream if they download the app. If you go back into Blackboard and Steven Castellano, I believe, in Technology Help. He's actually posted videos for students and faculty to review, and it actually shows the students how to download the app and how to stream the online session, the synchronous session. So that's really nice also. And then here, if you yourself, your microphone is acting up, that's happened to me once or twice, you can actually mute yourself and you can use your phone for audio if that speaker gives you better transmission. So those are all the features. Oh, and here you can actually message students. Again, that has been handy if students have walked away from their computers and have left the audio on, so we're hearing all of this interference. When they come back, they'll see that there's a message here, so-and-so, please mute your mic. All right, folks, so really quick overview. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Thanks.